Why your manifestations don't work, and the one shift that changes everything. Why do people try, but see no results? You've probably heard those phrases. Just believe. Just visualize. Make a vision board and it will come. And maybe you actually did all that, wrote affirmations, watched motivational videos, tried to hold the vibration. And then it happened. Nothing. No results. Or even worse, things seem to be getting harder. Many people then think, maybe manifestation isn't real. Maybe it only works for some. But the truth is entirely different. Manifestation always works, just not always in the direction we think it will. What you are actually experiencing is not failure. It's a reflection of your current energy. The universe doesn't listen to your words or read your wish list. It reads your energy, your dominant vibration, the way you feel inside. That means that if you say, I want more money, but your inner state vibrates through, I don't have enough, the universe responds exactly to that, to the lack. And so, the manifestation doesn't arrive, because what you're sending and what you want are not aligned. Main problem: energetic contradiction, desire versus vibration. The main reason manifestations seem unsuccessful is the paradox between desire and vibration. On a mental level, you know what you want, but emotionally, you often feel the opposite. Imagine this. Your thoughts are like a radio transmitter broadcasting, I want this. But your emotions are broadcasting, I don't have it yet. And when those two frequencies don't match, the signal the universe receives is confusing. A desire without aligned vibration is like sending an order, then immediately cancelling it with a message. Never mind, I don't believe it's coming. Energetic contradiction shows up through small background thoughts that often go unnoticed. While you say, I deserve love, maybe you hear a tiny voice whisper, yes, but I'm not good enough. While you say, I want more money, maybe an old feeling arises, I always have to struggle for security. As long as that inner dissonance exists, the manifestation cannot materialize. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because your energy system isn't yet ready to receive it. It's like tuning your radio to one frequency while wanting to listen to a completely different one. The signal simply can't reach you. The most common manifestation mistakes. 1. Begging, the vibration of need. When you beg for something, you subconsciously send the signal that you don't have it. Your words may say, please let this come. But your energy says, I don't have it, and I don't believe it will come unless I beg harder. Manifestation isn't about begging, it's about allowing. At its highest level, prayer isn't give me, but I know it's already mine. 2. Desperation and attachment to the outcome. When you're desperate for something to happen, you're attached to the result. Your energy becomes tight, contracted. But creation doesn't flow through tension, it flows through openness. Desperation carries a specific frequency, the vibration of lack of safety. And that's why, when you act from that state, it feels like nothing moves, as if time stops. 3. Forcing and control. This is a mistake even advanced manifestors make, trying to force the energy to move. I'm doing the techniques. I visualize 3 times a day. Why isn't it working yet? But that creates resistance. When you force, You're essentially telling the universe you don't trust that things can align without your control. True manifestation happens through spontaneity, not through effort. The energetic truth: the universe responds to identity. What you attract is not your desire, but your identity. Manifestation is a reflection of who you believe you are. If deep down you feel like someone who always misses out, the universe confirms exactly that, not to punish you, but because that's your dominant frequency. On the other hand, when you shift your identity within, when you start to see yourself as someone who already has it, everything around you begins to change. People react differently, circumstances rearrange themselves, and what once felt far away now arrives with ease. The key shift: alignment, the feeling of already being. Here's the essence. Manifestation isn't about becoming something you are not. It's about remembering what you already are. Imagine you want love. Instead of constantly thinking, "I want someone to love me," start embodying the vibration of someone who is already loved. How does she act? How does she move, speak, take care of herself? Your task is not to call love in from outside, but to become its frequency from within. Because when you vibrate as love, you attract situations that match that frequency, relationships, opportunities, encounters. The same applies to money, health, peace, inspiration, everything. When you want something, you admit to the universe that you lack it. When you emit it, you affirm that you already are it. And that's the key shift, from the vibration of wanting to the vibration of having. How to release resistance and move into alignment. Resistance comes from thoughts like, "It's not here yet. I don't know when it will come. Did I do something wrong?" But all those thoughts arise from lack of trust in the process. When you release time as a factor, manifestations accelerate. Because faith doesn't ask when. Faith feels as if it's now. Alignment means being an energetic magnet for what you want before you see it. People often wait to see a change before they feel good. But it's the other way around. Only when you feel good first do changes begin to appear. Practice. 5-minute daily alignment technique. This short practice can be done every morning or before sleep. It truly takes just 5 minutes, but when done consciously, it can transform the energy flow of your entire day. Inhale, exhale. Close your eyes and simply breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale all tension. Recall your current abundance. Name 3 things you already feel grateful for: your breath, your home, the smell of coffee, anything. Visualize a moment of your already fulfilled reality. Imagine yourself as the person you want to be, in that space, situation, vibration. Animate the image with emotion. Feel the joy, peace, and confidence that reality brings. Breathe it in as if you are living it now. End with gratitude. Say to yourself, "Thank you that this is already mine." Not to attract it, but to acknowledge that the energy already exists in your field. Do this for 5 minutes and observe how your thoughts and mood start to shift throughout the day. Soon you'll notice yourself reacting differently, making calmer decisions, and watching creations come to life effortlessly. Bonus exercise: Shift of identity. This exercise goes deeper. It helps you permanently change your vibrational identity. First, take a sheet of paper and draw 2 columns. Second, in the first, write, "Me who is trying to manifest." Third, in the second, write, "Me who already lives the manifestation." Fourth, in the first column, write, "How do I act? What do I think each day? What fears do I hold on to?" Fifth, in the second column, write, "How does the person who already has it think? How does she speak? How does she treat herself, others, and life?" Every morning, choose one thing from the second column and practice it during the day. After a few days, you'll notice something fascinating. Your thoughts, emotions, and circumstances will begin to align naturally with that new identity. And that's when the manifestation materializes without you forcing it. I will explain why this works through energy and science. Your brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you feel a certain state deeply, the same neural pathways activate as if you were truly living it. This means, every time you feel as if you already have what you want, your nervous system registers it as reality. When you emotionally program that often enough, the outer world begins to mirror those inner changes. It's not magic, it's natural resonance between energetic and physical layers of reality. That's why those who manifest successfully do it through alignment, not effort. They're not striving to succeed, they're quietly allowing themselves to receive. What if you still don't see results? If the manifestation isn't coming quickly, that doesn't mean you did it wrong. It only means you are still strengthening your new identity. Imagine planting a seed. You wouldn't pull the plant up to make it grow. You'd give it space, light, and time. Instead of constantly checking whether the seed has grown, focus on the vibration of nurturing. Because your care, your calm, your faith, all of it waters your creation. When you fully release the mindset of, "I'll believe it when I see it," and replace it with, "I believe, and then I'll see," your energetic momentum shifts. When vibration becomes identity, manifestation becomes fast. Ultimately, here's the most important understanding. Manifestation isn't a quick trick. It's the process of aligning your inner state with your true essence. When vibration becomes your identity, you no longer have to attract anything. Love, peace, money, opportunities, they come naturally because you've become the frequency of them. That's what people call a quantum leap, but in truth, it's a return to your authentic energy. So next time you think your manifestation isn't working, pause and ask yourself, do I really believe this is possible for me? Do I feel like someone who already has it? Am I reacting from trust or fear? Every time you shift your inner answers to those questions, you shift your vibration. And when your vibration changes, your world must change. You don't need to chase your manifestation. It's enough to become what it would bring, and it will come to you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel so you'll be notified when we publish more content like this.